Did we talk about Dexter yet?
No,
No.
no.
Okay. So you know Dexter. You obviously
Yeah,
watched.
I
Yeah,
watched
you've
all
seen
of
you've
them,
seen
yeah.
everything. I looked up the info, dude, and I don't know if they're remaking season 8 or making a season 9
Okay. Wait, why are you? I'm curious. Like, because you must have
because
looked this up recently, so I'm
I
curious.
kind of did look it up, but I didn't really see much because I looked up and they're saying. So what the information out there is there's definitely something in the works, but I can't confirm if it's season 8 remake or season 9.
So my understanding of it, and I'll make it real quick. My understanding of it, because I had that same question because other people were like, "Oh, Dexter's getting remade or getting made," and I was like, "Is it getting made or remade?" That's my
Yeah.
problem. And so what I looked up was the people who made that show, including Dexter, Michael C. Hall, had gone on record multiple times during interviews to express how much they did not like season 8.
Yeah.
They hated how it ended. They thought it was ridiculous. He had expressed that a couple times in a few interviews about how much he didn't like it. The guys who made it didn't like it. It was kind of like a forced hand thing. And so for this new season, from what I heard from like just reading, I said I heard what I read, like just on the internet and stuff, based on like sources that were saying like it sounded like it was a confirmed thing based on there. And I'm not saying they used words like this is probably going to happen. I mean, it sounded like they were saying, when I recollect the situation, this is what the guy who made it was saying. This is the next direction.
Okay.
From what they were saying was it is it is season 9, right? Technically, but they're trying to fix season 8.
Okay.
Because they are all disappointed with the way it ended, and they're trying to bring it right by the fans. So they get one season. It's a limited series, so technically it's a comeback as a limited series. So you're gonna get this one season, and their goal is to, like, how I'm hearing it, is to win us over after that shit show that was season 8.
Because I just recently we watched all of it, and I'm on season 8 right now. I'm like on the second episode.
Yeah. Season 8's like the worst season. Dude, season 1 through 5 is like amazing. Like season 1 through 5, I bet you can agree. Season 1 through 5 is incredible, dude. 6. You get super excited on episodes, and then you lose interest. And you get super excited because 6 is the Doomsday Killer, right? Yeah. Dude, but once it gets to 7 or 8, it's like, it's out the window. And then, like, there's moments where you're like, yo, that was lit. Like, there's a moment in 7 or 8 where he fucks somebody. I think it's 7, where he, like, you see him actually use his, like, hand-to-hand combat for
Oh, dude, he does that a few times.
It's nice.
Yeah.
Because it was a change-up. I won't ruin anything for 8 because you're rewatching, even if you've seen it before. I don't want to like refresh your memory too much so that it ruins it. But 8 for me was exactly. It's nice. What I'm trying to say is it's basically hella nice that they actually are going back and being like, "Yo, 8 is still counting. We're just doing season 9 and we're trying to make up for it." So I think that's where the confusion is coming from.
Yeah,
because they use those. That kind of explanation.
Because honestly, I'm like, I've told you this before, I'm one of the few people that actually like the way they ended it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
you're sitting there and it zooms out and
and then it does like the whole thing, like, am I Dexter?
Yeah.
And then that's it, like everything.
Like, am I Dexter or am I Morgan?
Oh no.
Oh no.
They found out about me. Now I think I'm gonna have to put them on my table.
Yep.
But how? And it's like it's always like that. Like.
Yep.
He's like, oh.
And then that music. Dun, dun, dun,
oh no, it's Deb. Better go check on her.
You know what's dope though is they pulled that shit off like a beast. That show is like easily one of my favorites of all time.
It's very hard to get somebody who's a freaking serial killer and make him likable,
lovable.
Yeah.
Like you want him to kill everybody.
Yeah.
It's horrible that's American culture, but goddamn. That's actually a book, by the way.
Yeah, it's
Darkly Dreaming Dexter.
Yeah, dude.
It's hella
I'm glad
dope.
you brought
it's
that
a
up.
series. Yeah, it was. When I first watched that show,
I forget what the dude's name is, but I know his last name for sure is Lindsay.
Yeah, I don't know.
This is him on screen.
He comes out, hi guys. So in this interview,
I wonder how he feels about the whole thing.
well, I think he's one of the people that was disappointed in 8. So 8 got a lot of like backlash, man. Like even if like you speaking from a place of liking it, there's things I liked about it too.
Yeah.
But like there's a lot of stuff in that in 8 and in 7 and in 6. With 7 and 6, you'll agree where it's like, oh, were you guys suffering from writer's fatigue?
Probably,
You
and
know? But then again, I'm one of those few people that also didn't like the end of Breaking Bad. I didn't like it. And there's a lot of people did like it.
yeah.
Rightfully so. Cause
It's kind of the same ending, and like I guess in a way though, like Dexter wasn't able to right all his wrongs, or at least he wasn't able to redeem himself at all.
No, dude, he
So I
didn't
think
redeem
that's why-
himself. He made everything worse by giving away his kid to a serial killer.
A serial
who
poisonous.
poisoned- Yeah, a serial poisonous. Thank you.
I've been
Crazy.
watching it, so
He's like, bro, he literally did that. He was like, hey, I don't have anybody to leave my baby to except maybe like my sister and like maybe da-da-da.
And then
maybe,
she's like,
da-da-da.
okay, I'll do
Yeah.
it.
And he's like, and guess what? You got to feed him this formula, not that formula. You feed him this formula every day. I'm going to go in this play in this hurricane. I'll see you later. Like the
and
way
then
they
Deb dies, and
yeah, like the I don't know. Sometimes enders for these shows tend to like fall really short. I don't know if you ever watched the Hannibal TV show.
no,
Very good. The series, the Hannibal series, really good. But
Just
watch
didn't.
the end of it, and you'll go,
What
they
the
got
fuck?
canceled. Like you can watch, because
Yeah.
it's like you're probably never gonna watch it. I'm guessing.
Hannibal? No, probably not.
Okay, so at the end, for some reason, Hannibal and the lead detective jump off a cliff together. They literally hug each other, and it's like it's a very like, are they in love moment? And they look deep in each other's eyes, and they go, and it ends. I'm not lying to you. They jump off a cliff together. That's how that fucking that show ends.
And you're like, yeah, this is how I wanted it to end.
Yeah, this is how I wanted. No, it was canceled. They got the news that it was over, and they just
kind of rushed it.
Fuck you, and they
Yeah.
just did it. Yeah, and it was like, why did they jump off the cliff together? This makes no sense. One of them is a psycho, and one of them is a cop.
Right.
Like, what is going on? Anyways,
Well, for Dexter, real quick, what do you think is like one of the top seasons? I don't know if you've seen it. I know you probably haven't seen it in a while, but from you remember, because there was the
for me, my favorite seasons.
yeah.
Oh, I can already know for sure. The first one with his brother, the Ice Pick Killer, is like the best. Like in my opinion, like has the best like character development between characters, and
That's how they
character
got you
relations.
hooked.
What?
That's how they got you hooked.
Yeah, they ice picked you. And then I would have to say season 4 with John.
Trinity.
Trinity Killer.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, the one who kills.
That's
every
definitely
guy.
my that's number one for me.
That's my favorite. It's got to be. When I say those two, I can't tell you which one's 1 or 2 for me, because I'm like, those 2 seasons, number 1 and number 4,
Yeah.
are like mirrors of each other. They're so damn good.
Yeah. Yeah, Dexter's pretty dope. I am excited to see what they're gonna do. And
So am I. And I don't care. To be honest, I think you maybe feel the same way when I say this, that I'm just excited to get more Dexter, bro.
Yeah.
I don't really care the result.
Yeah.
Even if it's Garbo, I'm going to be like, well, I got what I was asked. I've been wanting it forever.
I just hope it's not like what Breaking Bad did, and
Brought back El Camino.
and then everybody's like, there was like characters that were hella fat. They're supposed to be like flashbacks.
You're talking about El Camino and shit? Yeah. Yeah, that shit was so garbage, dog. I was so mad when I watched that. Like, I watched El Camino and just was like, yo, you're right. Dude, Jesse's all like, you can tell he's eating really well.
It was that one dude that that captured him. That dude was like, "Oh, Mr. White, hey, Mr. White." That dude, he fucking.
He was so fat, bro. He was so fat. He'd been eating.
I don't know what happened to me overnight, Jesse.
Oh shit, dude! I love it, dude. He's like, just the other day I was really young.
I aged 10 years overnight, Jesse. What happened?
It's like we're watching like an episode of What's His Face's Twilight Zone. It's like he wrote this.
One day he woke up and he was fat.